ATV Offroad Fury 4 was one of my favorite games as a kid. It came out on the PS2 and was the only game in the series to feature a story mode. I had no idea the PSP port existed and only came across it on Wikipedia a couple months ago. The game comes with a lot of changes from 4, however the core gameplay is still great. It's called ATV Offroad Fury Pro, so it's not the same thing as 4, but it's a bit of a change. Its story mode is the first obvious and big change for the game, as the cutscenes are scrapped in favor of new event types and championships. The championships are Supercross, Rallycross, Nationals, Circuit, Freestyle, Endurocross, Rally, Snowcross, Legends, and Olympics. All of the major championships feature different tracks for the amateur and pro events, which helps add variety to the game, as I found during my playthrough that I didn't get every track memorized, and it made it more fun to progress to the higher difficulties. The main 4 vehicle types from the PS2 version were kept, along with the additions of 2 new ones, with snowmobiles and rally cars being added for their respective championships. Endurocross was also a new addition, and probably the one I was most excited about. It features 6 different tracks, which is more than MX vs. ATV's Untamed had on the 360 and PS3 years later, so it's a welcomed addition to the game and what I enjoyed the most. The new rally events in the game are not the same as the long Dakar-style stages during the story mode of 4, but rather 4 cars on the same stage at the same time. The difficulty can be a bit too easy, but otherwise it's nice to break up the normal courses with something a little bit different. The last new addition to this game was snowmobiles. Similar handling to the ATVs and dirt bikes, but not the exact same. The courses in Snowcross are mostly just the regular Supercross tracks with snow on them and a few changes to the obstacles, but nothing drastic. Snowcross has 10 different tracks split between the amateur and pro championships. The Legends and Olympic events are both pretty much the same thing, which is just a championship across all of the dirt bike or ATV events in one championship, with 1 race from each category. So it starts with a Supercross race, and then the next race would be an Endurocross, and then Motocross, and etc. The handling in the game is good despite feeling a little bit floaty at times. Every race has 4 opponents in it, which is kind of the standard for motocross games at the time, like MX vs. ATV's Unleashed and Untamed on the same console. Finally, we're going to talk about any glitches or bugs I found during my playthrough. The most annoying ones are in the new rally car and snowmobile events, that when you buy a set of tires or tracks for the snowmobiles, that after you exit the event, it removes the upgrade from your vehicle and won't let you purchase it again until you choose a different vehicle, purchase a new set of tires for it, and then switch back to the original vehicle and buy tires you want for it again. This obviously gets really annoying after a while and just makes the playthrough a little bit more difficult. The next biggest problem I had is that in some events the rider in 4th place is sometimes way off the pace of the rest of the field. With only 4 riders per race, that does make it a lot less fun if they aren't all competitive, especially since most events require you to finish 3rd or higher, and you're almost never at risk of finishing off the podium. The last big glitch I noticed was not a big deal, but sometimes when doing freestyle tricks, the hands of the rider stay stuck to the handlebars, affecting the animation. This doesn't affect the score, and goes away usually after a few tricks, usually doing a different trick that requires taking your hands off. Some of these problems could have been issues with the emulator, however, they were the problems I had, and I assume would not be an emulator issue. Overall, I really enjoyed this game. It was fun to pick up and play for a little bit at a time. I'm glad they tried to do something different from the PS2 version without changing the core gameplay. It made it fun, but not repetitive. If you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of the game itself in the comments.